¿Qué onda, gente? ¿Cómo están? Espero que todos estén súper bien. El día de hoy les traigo esta reacción, no tan en vivo, porque fue muy temprano. Pero es una reacción, no he visto el tráiler, solo he visto cosas, ya me spoileé cosas, obviamente, ya las leí. De The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Vamos a ver y vamos a analizar un poquito el video. Les digo, no he visto nada más que, obviamente ya sé lo de la consola y pues algunas otras cosas que se habían visto en los videos pasados que ya se ha confirmado. Bueno, vamos a ver el video de la presentación de 10 minutos de Reacción al nuevo. Lo siento si se escucha un poco de ruido, pero es que está lloviendo fuerte afuera, entonces pues no puedo hacer nada con eso. Pero vamos a darle, vamos a ver qué buena presentación.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
Ya se
Thank you
completó.
very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers so far.
Va a haber más
Although
trailers
it'll
según
just be a
esto.
brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like. Okay? Let's begin.
Vamos a darle, señor Onuma.
Here we are in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game
Que
launches.
pero se ve muy, a ver.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
Bueno, todo eso todavía está muy
If we take a
parecido. Esa
look,
cosa no.
oh, something's falling from the sky.
Ajá,
Do you
o sea,
see it?
esas madres caen de
I wonder what that
repente.
is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object fell.
Como con las estrellas, los fragmentos de estrella.
Here it is.
Que había que ir a buscarlos.
Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities.
Ok, definitivamente ya no tenemos la,
If you do
la
this on the
tableta
rock
checa y
that
pues
just
el brazo ahí
fell.
está arriba a la izquierda, arriba de la manzanita.
Look, it started rising.
Bueno, esa
This
mecánica se había
power is
visto
known as
en
recall, which rewinds an
los
object's
videos
movement.
anteriores. Recall se llama.
Since I just used recall on the fallen rock, I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot closer to the Sky Islands.
Es algo así como la
Let's
manipulación
use
del
the
tiempo, ¿no?
paraglider to reach one
Imagino.
of them. There are a few other Sky Islands floating here too. I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky Islands, so we hope you'll
Eso
try a few
parece-
different methods.
Un ventilador gigante.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing
No
here.
manches, o sea, aquí se ven
You
lejísimas
won't see
estas.
many of those yellow trees on the surface, though.
O sea, de por sí el mapa de Zelda ya se veía
Let's walk around for a bit.
vasto. Todavía le agregaron el cielo.
There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue.
Dice que cuando encuentras algo así, pues
Oh,
debes de levantar.
something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll
Se
fight
llama
it using the branch we just picked up.
Construct.
Ah, the branch broke.
No
Not
manches,
good,
no
not good.
aguantó nada.
Quick, get another branch
La madera.
and we defeated it.
Soldier Construct.
Moving
Home. Ok, es como la de los guardianes, hay que
We've now
recoger
explored more of this Sky Island.
piezas.
As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called fuse. You can stick objects
Fusión.
together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
Ok,
We're dealing
no es
with
una
two of them at
mecánica tan
once.
revolucionaria, obviamente, porque en muchos juegos se craftea
Oh, we beat
Pero
one.
la manera en la que se hizo,
The weapon's attack
sin
is
entrar a
definitely
un menú,
improved.
solamente con
The other
tener
branch
uno en la
broke,
mano
but this weapon has much
la
better
piedra ahí.
durability. You can do all sorts of things
Súper
by
fácil.
experimenting with the fuse ability. You can fuse
Y
two weapons,
dinámico,
for
güey.
example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
No manches.
With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance.
Pero ahí venía también el escudo, o sea que también se
You
puede
can
craftear con
also
el
fuse
escudo.
arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow. Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies. Very useful.
Very
In
useful.
addition, let's see. Ah, there's a bird flying around. If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land.
Van a mostrar las flechas. Mira, un
So
dragón
at
arriba.
times like these,
Está demasiado arriba.
here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and... Look, it homed in on the target.
Pero no mames, las posibilidades.
Let's try this on
imagínense.
another bird.
Y que con el ala vuela más
I'll
lejos.
just fire in that general direction. It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together,
Wow.
the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now.
No mames.
The
O sea,
enemy's
bueno,
lost
los
sight of
diseños
Link,
están un poquito. A lo mejor
attack.
quedan a deber.
Even if you struggle with
Porque
combat, you can
literalmente
take down
están
enemies
pegando
using
las
similar
cosas.
methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies.
Pero está
But in
bastante
this game,
interesante.
fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate.
Ahí ya lo
Some
mezcló
of
con
the
el
Sky
escudo
Islands
también.
even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that.
Pucha, ahí se vio algo.
We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log.
Banda, o sea que van a tener que estar más al tiro todavía de las cosas que hay
Let's do
alrededor
one more.
para ver qué pueden craftear
We'll
y qué
bring
les
this
falta,
over
porque a lo mejor
here
algunas de esas cosas
and
van a estar
attach a
escondidas.
third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand.
Ultra Hand.
Even though the logs are
Ultra
currently
Hand.
attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
Ok.
You can always attach things
Güey, es
or
que están a-
detach them like this.
Están dando tantas posibilidades y tanta flexibilidad a la hora de
Now,
craftear.
if we put this on the
Bueno, hasta
water,
ahorita, ¿verdad?
it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward. There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Tiene
Oh,
batería,
wind.
cabrón. ¿Cómo se,
It's blowing
se
wind.
recargará? Yo me
Looks
imagino que
like we
sí.
found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
Porque no le dura nada. Ahí está, se está recargando. Ok, se recargan solos.
We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced.
Si escucharon truenos aquí, no es el juego.
Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat.
Nada más
Hey,
le pegó a uno y
it's
se
moving.
activaron los dos, cabrón.
It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans.
O sea que definitivamente están
Since we
conectados el
added
uno con el
two
otro.
fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
Craftear en una sola, o sea, en un solo objeto.
There are even more new abilities.
Ahí había 5
Take this building over
6
here.
cosas.
Okay, watch this. Look,
Okay, esa
I
habilidad
passed
también
right
se
through
había
the
visto.
ceiling. This new ability is called Ascend.
Ascend.
If you're in a place with a
Ascender.
ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you.
Ahí como que las gráficas están dejando de ver un
There
poco.
are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here, come on, keep going. Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill.
No
In the previous
tiene
game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this
limitación
game,
entonces.
if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right?
Bueno, esto ayudaría
Exactly.
bastante a la hora de querer
Oh,
salir. de un
there's
juego,
another
¿no?
construct. It seems
Lo
to be holding
felicitaría
a
mucho.
strange weapon.
Mira ese güey
Some
también.
enemies are equipped with fused weapons,
Tiene un
so
arma
battles will
crafteada,
play out
güey.
a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah! I got pushed off!
No.
Ah well, let's just return to the surface. You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this. It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land.
Dicen
You
varias
can also
cosas. La
search for
montaña.
destinations that pique your
Tiene
interest.
maldad la montaña. Ahí se ve que está lloviendo.
Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface.
Y sin pedos, no le pasó nada.
There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Bueno, ahí a lo mejor hay que construir algo, me imagino. O sea, un
What did
edificio.
you think?
Como que a lo
Some
mejor
of
van a
Link's
dar,
new abilities were updated
no
from the
sé,
previous game.
recompensas por reconstruir
I'm sure
casas.
some of you watching me
Es como
play
decía
were
Eevee
thinking,
de Nintenlix,
wait,
la
if
reconstrucción
you
de
could do
Hyrule.
that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
¿Qué? ¿Ya es todo? ¿Ya se me fueron los 10 minutos? No mames. Se me fueron en nada, cabrón. Increíble. Uf. Y se viene. Si era real, Si era pinches real la pinche consola. Lo que nada más faltó fueron el amiibo y el case. Pero si era real la pinche consola. A mucha gente no le gusta, pero a mí sí. A mí sí me gusta. La necesito. En mi vida. La necesito. Todo. Y sale el otro mes, güey. A finales del otro mes, güey. Y el control también. Y el case. Oh, ese pinche control. Este va a ser el control que voy a comprar definitivamente. Bueno, raza. Sí está interesante. Está muy interesante las mecánicas que le han metido. No vimos como que O sea, vimos todo lo que se ha visto en los trailers anteriores, pero explicado. La versión especial me gusta mucho. La versión, lo que es del control game, del control pro, del case también. O sea, están muy bien. A mí sí me gustaron. Y vaya, o sea, la habilidad de crafteo la llevaron más allá de lo que... Bueno, no lo había pensado. O sea, no había pensado que iba a meter crafteo en este juego. No recuerdo haberlo visto en los trailers marqué con las máquinas, o sea, se rumoraba que con las máquinas pues a lo mejor ibas a tener que construirlas o algo así, pero no sabía que las armas se iban a construir también así, a ese nivel de crafteo. Y se me hace bastante sencillo el uso y bastante variado lo que le puedes meter a todas las armas y escudos. Se vienen unos diseños bastante interesantes de parte de todos los fans y toda la comunidad zeldera. Zeldera. Bueno, no tengo nada más que decir. Este video está bastante interesante. El gameplay, ya no puedo esperar pinchas más por el Zelda. Ya lo quiero jugar. Gracias por ver el video. Si les gustó, pues dejen su like, su comentario y suscríbanse, claro, al canal. Y pues compartan si se les antoja. Que a ustedes no les cuesta nada y a nosotros nos ayuda bastante. Nos vemos a la próxima y estaremos, pues estamos en Twitch también como OsmaCloud y pues todas nuestras redes sociales como Geek aquí las estaré poniendo. Nos vemos a la próxima. Gracias por estar aquí. Suscríbanse. Bye.